67 degrees, a bit windy, but a very pleasant day on the campus of Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio at Bill Davis Stadium. Welcome everyone, Zach Linfield with you alongside Kelin, Flynn. So glad to have you along as we get you ready for the Wolverines' regular season finale between Michigan and Ohio State right here on WCBN Sports. The Maize and Blue have now dropped 4 consecutive games after sweeping and dominating a last-place Northwestern team last weekend. Likely a bullpen day today for Tracy Smith and Michigan, with John Torella getting the nod, and Gavin Bruni will toe the rubber for the hosts this afternoon. Michigan entered the series with a slim chance at winning the Big Ten regular season title, but Ohio State has fully spoiled any hope of that by swiping the first 2 games in this early weekend series between the rivals. The Wolverines can finish anywhere from 5th to 7th in seeding for the Big Ten tournament beginning in Omaha on Tuesday, Kelin.
Yeah, and Michigan, they're going to likely be at the best in that 4-5 game, potentially even a little bit lower. For Michigan, at this point, they just need to try to play spoiler here, get some momentum going in to the Big Ten tournament in Omaha, and it's really got to start with the bats.
And let's get to our key of the game this afternoon for a Michigan win in the final game of the regular season. I think you just alluded to it, but Kelin, our key of the game.
It's the bats. It's a bullpen day for Michigan, so you're kind of expecting that your staff's going to get knocked around a little bit. The bats need to really come alive today. We've seen the Buckeyes really produce at the plate these last 2 games, and Michigan came alive a little bit late in the last game, but the bats need to come alive, and they need to come alive early in this game to give this pitching staff some confidence.
The Buckeyes are on a season-high 8-game win streak and playing 5 games above 500, but with a Big Ten record of 8-15, meaning this will be their final game of the season. Michigan's season will continue in the Big Ten tournament with the conference record of 13-10 coming into this ball game and an overall mark of 26-25. Let's meet our starting lineup this afternoon for the final game of the series with Ohio State. We'll start with the Michigan Wolverines and Tracy Smith leading off in at short. Cody Jeffress batting second, the second baseman, still swinging a hot bat, Ted Burton. Batting third and remaining in the 3-hole after a 2-homer game on Thursday, Jimmy Obertop. Batting cleanup, a Columbus homecoming for right fielder Joey Velasquez. Batting fifth, left fielder Tito Flores. Down to the 6-hole today, first baseman Jack Vanner Mortal. Batting seventh, freshman third baseman Mitch Voigt. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Gabe Sotrace. Batting ninth and in center, freshman Jonathan Kim. Towing the rubber for Michigan in the bottom of the first inning, John Torella. Here's how first-year manager Bill Mosiello scribbled in his starting 9 for the season finale here in Columbus. Leading off, center fielder Trey Lipsy. Batting second, left fielder Matthew Gravelin. Batting third and at third, Marcus Ernst. Batting fourth and putting the fingers down, Cole Andrews. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Henry Kazmar. Batting sixth and in right, Mitchell Oakley. Batting seventh and playing second base, Nick Irwin. Batting eighth, first baseman Caden Kaiser. And in the 9-hole for the Buckeyes and doing the DHing today, Tyler Petterini. On the mound for Ohio State is Gavin Bruni. The Buckeye defense has taken the field, and we get ready to see the 20-year-old native of Alliance, Ohio, Gavin Bruni.
Bruni's been the typical Friday starter for the Buckeyes as we've gotten later into the season, and they decided to switch it up a little bit for the series against Michigan. Bruni getting the nod on senior day. The sophomore coming in with a 5.08 ERA, 4-3 record on the season. He started 13 games for Ohio State and has 51 1/3 innings of work. So very experienced this season on the mound, and Michigan is going to have to come out aggressive here. I really want to see them try to put some runs on the board early. We've seen them leave a few runners on base, especially early in the innings. Leadoff or a second hit double yesterday was left stranded in the first.
Cody Jeffress digs in, Bruni reaches into the glove, and we are underway from Bill Davis Stadium here in Columbus. A fastball way up high for ball 1 on a gorgeous day here in the middle of Ohio. Second pitch fastball outside with Jeffress. Quick 2-0 from Gavin Bruni. Michigan in their series finale maize uniforms with the white bottoms. Ohio State a sharp look, the cream uniforms today. Everyone wearing the scarlet stirrup socks. There's a fastball for a called strike. It's 2-1 with Jeffress.
I'm a big fan of those Buckeye jerseys, the cream with the red accents.
How dare you say that. Jeffress puts one into the air down the left field side, and that will be safely out of play to even up the count 2-2.
I'm just a big fan of cream baseball jerseys in general. I think Michigan's cream jerseys are their sharpest look as well.
The left-handed Bruni on the 2-2. That's poked foul, up and out of Bill Davis Stadium, Nick Swisher Field. We talked about it in the series opener. Pretty cookie-cutter park, 400 to dead center, 330 to right and left field, the 2-2. On the ground towards the left side, tough play, charging is Ernst. Across his body, the throw to first base is not in time. Cody Jefferson infield single to lead off the top of the first inning here for Michigan.
Jeffress with tremendous speed at the top of the order just beats that one out. It was a slow dribbler toward the third baseman Ernst, and the speed of Jeffress prevails there.
Gavin Bruni, 6'3", 225. Hometown of Alliance, Ohio. Went to Alliance High School. Second season as a Buckeye. Here's Ted Burton for Michigan. First pitch breaking ball shifts the catcher Cole Andrews into the left-handed batter's box as the right-hander Ted Burton looks to stay hot. Boy, has he been hitting really well for power as of late. Short leadoff for Jeffress at first. Out of the stretch, the 1-0 from Bruni. Swung on and tapped back foul. A level 1-1.
You talked about Burton. He had a 2-run bomb yesterday. A couple of extra base hits this series.
1-1 pitch. Ted thought about it. A fastball called for a strike on the outside part of the plate. I think Ted thought that one was just a bit outside. Our umpires today, Jason Stidham calls balls and strikes. Bryce McCall at first. Crew chief David Yule at second. Michael Schultz at third. The 1-2. That bounces into everyday catcher Cole Andrews, who has just been superb behind the plate for the Buckeyes in this 3-game series.
And thinking out to Omaha, if Michigan's going to make a run, Ted Burton's going to be a big part of it.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. A fastball up and out. Ted Burton chased it. I think he registered that strike 2 call on the outside part of the plate with the home plate umpire, Jason Stidham. Remember, that's likely going to be a strike and decided just late to swing at it. First strikeout for Bruni.
Bruni's 62nd K on the season to only 41 walks.
Here's a pickoff attempt over towards first base. Cody Jeffress back in standing up. Jimmy Obertop into the box. Bats probably as far back as you could possibly go. Bruni another check on Jeffress before throwing a pitch to Obertop.
Obertop had those 2 home runs in the series opener, but struggled yesterday. A couple of strikeouts for number 5.
First pitch to him is a fastball on the outside part of the plate for a called strike 1. White arm sleeve on the right arm for Jimmy Obertop. Waves his bat slightly. Bruni's third pickoff attempt over to first base. The Buckeye defense, Gravelin in left, Lipsy in center, Oakley in right. Ernst and Kaiser play the corners, and then up the middle, Kazmar at short, Irwin at second. Jeffress on the move. The throw from Andrews all the way down to second base is in time. Great tag put down by Nick Irwin. And the Buckeyes swiping out against Cody Jeffress. The umpiring crew will come together just to the right of the mound to discuss. And they are going to go under the hood to review this call.
Plays under review.
So in a 1-1 count with Jimmy Obertop, the pitch was a breaking ball outside. Cody Jeffress tried to swipe second base, and that would have been 16 for 16 for Cody Jeffress, stealing bags this season. And this would be the first time here in 2023 that he'd be picked off. We've got a tough angle from our Big Ten Plus monitor that we can't really see it. It was a great throw from Cole Andrews.
It's a fuzzy picture. It looks from that angle like he might have gotten him, but that's tough to say if that's definitive.
And that's going to be tough for our umpiring crew to see that. As it stands, it's a 1-1 count with 2 away. Cody Jeffers still stands at second base in his maize top and white bottoms. A couple of Buckeye infielders over to the left of second base, and the call is out. So 2 away, first time that Cody Jeffers this season has been caught stealing. Two down for Jimmy Overtop in a 1-1 count. .234 batting average for the Michigan DH, the 1-1. It's a changeup outside. Pretty imposing force out there on the bump, isn't he? 6'3", 225.
He's a big boy.
There's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss on a curveball low and in with Jimmy.
And although Jeffers got picked off there, I do like the aggressiveness from this Michigan coaching staff to try to get runners in scoring position early.
The 2-2, swing and a miss. Fastball gets over top. 2 Ks in the first inning here for Gavin Bruni in Columbus. A good start on senior day for the Buckeyes, as we will get to meet the Buckeye lineup once again when we come back on WCBN Sports. This is your home for Michigan baseball.